What's going on, y'all? TheBrandonBrownson here with another episode of TBB Unscripted, episode 26. Holy crap. So, if you hear some noise in the background, sounds like one of my neighbors are having a little get-together, so I apologize for that. Alright, so newsy type stuff. Well, most exciting for me is that next month, I will be dropping my new album. It's official. Failing Upward will be coming out in October. I have more than enough to release it right now, but I want to wait a little bit longer, see if I can whip up at least one more track to put on it. Really excited. I am really excited to release this album. I feel like this is some of the best stuff I've ever done. Honestly believe that this is going to be just as good, if not better than, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that. That was one of my buddies who I don't talk to very often. But yeah, I feel like this album is going to be just as good as, if not better than, Distant Galaxies. I'm really excited to have this released. So, fucking hooray and stuff. As far as other stuff that I'm working on, I am working on the next episode of Theory Addict as we speak. I'm actually thinking I want to try and have 2 for the month of October. I want to have them kind of like creepier, creepy Theory Addict stuff, more creepypasta based. So I'm really excited about that. I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to like them quite a bit. Another bit on Theory Addict, and also with my videos as a whole. The Ed and Eddie edition of Theory Addict and my channel are 3 years old, and that is really weird for me to think about. That the Brandon Brownson has been around for 3 years, that video has been around for 3 years. The Ed and Eddie episode of Theory Addict has well over 800,000 views. The channel is really close to 2 million views. I'm actually going to look at that right now to see. Yeah, it's at 1,996,000 views, almost 997. That's fucking mind-blowing, and I am thankful every day for everyone who's ever watched one of my videos, for everyone who has ever subscribed to my channel, to everyone who comments on my videos on a regular basis. You guys keep me going when I'm at my darkest, and I appreciate that, and I cannot say it enough. Thank you guys so much for helping make some of my dreams come true. It's weird, man. It's weird, but it's fucking incredible. More what I've been working on news. So the Hat's back in town, and me and the Hat have been working quite a bit to write scripts, and I don't want to say too much, but for sure, the Fatty and the Hat skits will be coming back. There is an extremely high chance of them coming back soon, and that's something I'm excited about. I've wanted to get back into skit-based comedy for a really long time, so it's really nice being, writing scripts again, actually, creating comedy. That's a weird way of putting it, creating comedy. But, writing comedy skits and all of that, and I'm excited about the next season of You Know What Pisses Me Off. I have a few ideas to make it a little bit different. It's not going to be anything that deviates too far from the formula that you guys have come to know and love. Yeah, Season 5 is going to be coming. Quote-unquote Season 2 of Fatty and the Hat is going to be coming. New Theory Addict, new album, a lot of new stuff, and I am really excited about that. But you know what else I'm really excited about? Your guys' questions. Smooth transition is smooth. First question from Anal Butt Monkeys. I love that name still. Which console-based Fallout game do you like the best? To the best of my knowledge, there's only 2, and that's Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And between the 2, I definitely have to go with 3. Fallout 3. Well, Fallout New Vegas gets a lot of shit, and it deserves some of it. But I did like Fallout New Vegas. The issue is, it just feels like Fallout 3 was a much deeper game. the story was more interesting. Some of the more characters than not were more interesting. I preferred the Capital Wasteland to the Mojave Wasteland, or the New Vegas Wasteland, or whatever it was called. I feel like they could have done more with New Vegas in and of itself. Like, I feel that being in Washington, D.C. was a lot more fun than being in New Vegas. There was a lot more stuff that I recognized. I was able to point and say, I have seen that before. Part of that might be because I've actually been to Washington, D.C. I've never been to Las Vegas. Been to Reno, but never been to Las Vegas, so I don't have that connection of, holy shit, I've actually been there. But in almost every regard, I honestly preferred Fallout 3, so Fallout 3. Big Bad Banshee 13 asks 3 questions. The first one is, if you had to kick one character from any game or show in the nuts, who would it be? That's kind of a difficult one, because there are a lot of annoying video game characters. But there are also a lot of annoying TV show characters. And I'm gonna go with kind of a weird answer, but I want to drop into the middle of that 70s show, find Eric Foreman, and kick him in the nuts. And while he's writhing on the ground, I want to just yell at him all the stupid shit that he's doing and how he needs to fix it. I love Eric Foreman to death. There's people who actually annoy me, who I can totally kick in the nuts. But, toward, like, the beginning of the middle of that 70s show, Eric Foreman's a guy who needed to get kicked in the balls. So that would be my answer for that. Number 2, if you had to choose a series to keep going because you felt it was unfinished, what would it be? Firefly. I don't know if you meant a game series, but you didn't specify. So fucking Firefly. My friend Nicole, who did the last episode of TBB Unscripted with me, she got me huge into Firefly, and I hate her, like, that much for it, because it's such a good show, but it stopped way too soon. It only got, like, 13 episodes in a movie, I think, and I know there's, like, comic books and shit for it, but it's just not the same as sitting down and actually watching it, and watching these characters progress, and watching them grow, and watching them get closer. It's not the same reading a comic book, as opposed to, like, actually seeing it and watching it. I just really wish that show would have continued on. That just, fuck you, Fox. I think it was Fox. Question number 3, and the final question from Big Bad Murphy 13. Funniest sex position you've ever heard of? Please explain. So I actually thought about this for a little while. That was one of the few questions I saw before I started answering, and I definitely have to go with the Angry Charizard. So, the Angry Charizard, you're, like, doing the do with your partner, and when you're about to ejaculate, you light their pubes on fire, and then you ejaculate on the pubes to put it out. And then you start stomping around the room, flapping your arms, saying you don't have enough badges to train me. The possibility of this ever actually happening is slim to none. Because what are the fucking odds of actually being able to put out pube fire? What are the odds of actually being able to light them? It's a completely asinine position that was probably just made up by someone who was born and drunk in college, but I still think it is fucking hilarious. Next 4 questions are from Zim294. His first question, would you consider doing a Fallout / Saints Row creepypasta / theory addict in the future? Creepypasta addict, probably not. I talked about this a couple months back. And I haven't really been able to get around to making creepy, atmospheric music, so I can continue doing this series. So creepypasta addict, probably not. As far as theory addict, that all depends on if I can find any good theories for Fallout or Saints Row. Saints Row, I'm not really sure if that will ever happen, simply because I don't know if there would be any good Saints Row theories, but Fallout just seems... Fallout is a series that's just begging for theories to be written about it. So, I can imagine that there are Fallout theories out there, and probably good Fallout theories, so... I'll do a little bit of investigation, I'll see what I can find. If you guys know of any good Fallout theories, feel free to send them to me. But, I'll do a little bit of investigative journalism and see what I can come up with. So, Zim294 second question are, what are your thoughts on John Cena? Did you ever like him, or hate him, or do you like him? What do you feel about him personally? The next three are wrestling questions, so if you don't give a shit about wrestling, go ahead and jump ahead a little bit. I used to be really into John Cena. When he was doing, like, the hip-hop gimmick, I loved that. Toward the beginning of what he's doing now, I was a fan of it because it was something fresh, it was different. Then for a good many years, I hated John Cena with a passion, just because he was stagnant, and he still is. I'll get to that in a minute, but I just hated how stagnant he had become, and the fact that they kept throwing him in the main event position, when I would have rather seen other people in his spot. Nowadays, I'm just indifferent toward him. I see that they are trying to invest in new stars, but John Cena is the top guy, and when all else fails, they are going to turn to John Cena. I realize that, I accept it. My big thing, though, is that I really, really want to see something different from John Cena. I want to see... I don't know what. I don't think that he should turn heel, and a lot of people have been saying he should turn heel. The issue is, with what he is to the company, I don't know if a heel turn would be in the best interest of the company. I know that a lot of the fans want to see it, and usually I agree with the fans to a certain extent. However, in this case, it's just a really shitty business move to turn him heel. But they need to do something with him to freshen him up. They need to do something to deviate from what he's been for the past God knows how long, because we're all sick of it. We're all fucking sick of John Cena at this point. Zim294's third question is, you are chained together with Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, and Al Snow. You must escape. What do you do? Well, Al Snow is the president of the Job Squad, so I think I'll be able to take him out easily enough. Pin me, pay me. As far as Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett, last I checked, they fucking hate each other's guts. Like, legitimately do not like each other. So I'll just let them fucking kill each other and keep my fingers crossed that Kurt Angle ends up winning but gets the shit knocked out of him. Because I'm pretty sure, considering how his neck has the consistency of a dry spaghetti noodle now, I'd be able to break his freaking neck again and easily escape from the situation. And Zim294's final question is, what are your opinions on the Hardy Boys and their current predicament? Side note, haven't heard much from Matt and Jeff lately, can't really find anything on the interwebs either. Well, Matt Hardy is currently with Ring of Honor, Jeff Hardy is with TNA last time I checked. I mean, they're not fucking up, they're not, doing what they used to do, they're staying sober, they're not, talking a bunch of shit on the internet. They're still putting on good matches from what I understand. I haven't seen a match from Matt or Jeff in a really, really long time, so I can't really comment on it, but it seems like they got their lives together, so that's good. Next question is from Dueling Pikachu. Are you going to play Pokemon Crystal? I do need to start that Let's Play back up. I'm going to try to. I'll try and find the time to record more episodes of Crystal. I really feel bad for how much I have ignored the gaming channel as of late, and part of that's because of all the different projects I've been working on my personal channel. So I apologize for that. But I will start doing gaming channel stuff again very soon, I promise. Mr. Squibbles asks, if you had to live in another world, what kind would you pick? Fantasy, sci-fi, steampunk, etc. Probably sci-fi. I mean, as cool as it would be living in a fantasy world, I'd get my ass owned by dragons. And as cool as it would be living in a steampunk world, as far as I know, the steampunk, there isn't steampunk internet, as far as I know. Sci-fi, it's everything I love, but better, plus aliens. The aliens are probably going to try and shove their phasers up my ass, but hey, price you gotta pay for decent internet, am I right? Blue Rose asks 2 questions. The first, hey, Zubat? Zubat. Fucking Zubat. The second question is, what tattoos or piercings do you want? I don't think I want any piercings. I just can't imagine me looking very good with a piercing. For a really long time, I wanted to get like an eyebrow piercing right there, but hindsight being 2020, I'm happy I did not make that decision. I don't think I'd be able to pull that off. As far as tattoos, I have a lot of ideas for tattoos. Like the left arm, I kind of want to be like my more traditional tattoo arm, or like more meaningful ones. I saw this really cool ankh I wanted to get on this arm, probably somewhere around like right here. And on my bicep, I want to get a comedy tragedy theater mask, partially because I'm an entertainer, partially as a tribute to my high school theater teacher, Mr. Hayden, who passed away a couple of years ago. On this arm, it's just gonna be nothing but like nerdy shit, but nerdy shit with symbolism. Really the only one I can think of off the top of my head is like toward the top, I want to get a little 8-bit Cutsman. Cutsman being one of the bosses in the very first Mega Man game. Partially because he's one of my favorite Mega Man villains, partially to very subtly symbolize my battles with self-harm. And that's the thing with a lot of my nerdier tattoos, they all kind of symbolize something, but in a really subtle way where I'd probably be the only one to get it without having to explain it. For a back piece, I saw this, there's this really cool tribal Eevee tattoo with all of the evolutions so far. So it would either be that, or I saw this really cool Legend of Zelda artwork that had the Triforce, plus the 3 spiritual stones from Ocarina of Time, plus the 6 medallions from Ocarina of Time. It was a really, really fucking cool picture, and it's something that I would love to have tattooed on me forever and ever. The final 7 questions are from Duncan Patch. Question 1, who would win, Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach, or Naruto Uzumaki from Naruto, based on their powers in the manga? I'm gonna go with the Bleach dude. I know nothing about Bleach, but I fucking hate Naruto with a flaming passion. So I just want to see him get the shit kicked out of him. Fucking despise Naruto. The anime completely ruined it. I appreciated the Naruto manga, but the anime sucked dick from a fucking bendy straw. Number 2, what is your favorite rock band / song? I'm not gonna be able to pick a song. I'm really indecisive when it comes to like songs. But my 3 favorite bands since high school have been, in no particular order, Primus, Psychostick, and Rush. Those are my 3 favorite bands. I can listen to them all fucking day long, all week, all month long, and not get tired of them. I absolutely adore those bands. Question number 3, worst fail you ever did. It doesn't have to be painful, but a fuck up. The worst fail I ever did was try and jump over a barbed wire fence and cut my nuts. Long story, I don't know if I've actually told that one on the channel yet. Might do that soon. But yeah, definitely when I tried to jump the barbed wire fence and I cut my nuts. Question number 4, do you know that the bird is the word? Of course. Come on, who doesn't know, am I fucking right? Like, comment, subscribe if I'm right. Number 5, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? I'm gonna give 2 answers to that. One within the US and one more global. And I'm gonna start with the global one, and that would definitely be Tokyo. I love Japan, I adore the culture, and I just think it'd be really cool to fucking go hang around Tokyo for a week or two. I definitely need a guide of some sorts, or a translator. But, I think it'd be really cool to be in Tokyo and do, like, Japanese stuff. As far as in the US, places I haven't gone, either LA or New York City, because that's where, like, everything happens in the entertainment industry, and, for what should be obvious reasons, I'm all about that. Places I'd like to revisit, I would adore being able to spend more time in Chicago. I'd definitely like to go back to Reno and hang out with my friends there. Hang out with my friends in Chicago too, obviously, but I digress. And Anaheim for VidCon. I would love to go back to VidCon specifically so I can see all my friends. Question number 6. Do you like abridged parodies? Some of them. Dragon Ball Z abridged is amazing. Hellsing abridged is awesome. Other than that, every abridged series I've seen is a gigantic miss. Like, I cannot get through episode 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I think it's garbage. I wasn't a fan of Attack on Titan abridged, although part of that could be the fact that I never watched Attack on Titan. I've seen a bunch, like, I've tried watching a bunch of abridged animes and abridged video games. And, like, my little brother was huge into that shit, so I got to, like, listen to a bunch of them, and I just thought that they were really fucking shitty, with the, exceptions being Dragon Ball Z Abridged and Hellsing Abridged. Anyways, that about does it for this episode of TBB Unscripted. Down there in the comments section, as always, be sure to leave me your questions. I love answering your guys' questions. I love it. It makes me happy. Fills my soul with sunshine, getting to connect with you guys, and bond with you guys, and shoot the shit with you guys, and this, that, and the other thing. It's my favorite parts of TBB Unscripted. It's one of my favorite parts of making videos as a whole. So, leave me your questions. I just fucking smashed my finger on my desk. That really hurts. Down there in the description, as always, if you got the money and you want to, pick up a t-shirt. I still have t-shirts for sale. Not a lot of people really notice that, because most people click out of these fucking videos once I start giving my plugs, but whatever. Also, go download my 4 albums that I have out right now. I'm gonna be dropping this new album in a couple weeks, but while you're waiting for that, go check out my music. I have 4 albums up right now. They're 100% for free. You click the link, you click the download button, and you type in 0.00 as the price you want to pay. If you want to pay more, go ahead. Give me $1, give me $5, give me $1 million. But if you don't want to pay, you don't have to. I have it up for free, for download, so go pick those up. Be sure to check out all the other channels down there. Be sure to like me follow me on whatever the fuck you do on all the social media sites. Go do that shit, but hey, most importantly, remember to like, comment, subscribe. The Brandon Brownson, signing out. I got a squeaky chair. If you guys didn't know, this chair is squeaky as fuck. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now.